The morning started like any other on Maple Street, with neighbors passing each other without so much as a nod. The invisible walls between houses had grown thicker over the years. Arguments about property lines, noise complaints, and political yard signs had turned what was once a close-knit community into a collection of strangers living side by side. Sarah Chin stood on her porch, calling desperately for Mochi, her elderly golden retriever who had somehow slipped through the back gate. Her voice cracked with worry. Mochi was 16 years old, nearly blind, and on medication for his heart. Every minute he was missing felt like an eternity. Mochi. Here, boy, she called again, her eyes scanning the empty street. Across the way, Marcus Thompson heard the distress in her voice. He and Sarah hadn't spoken in 2 years, not since the fence dispute. But something about the raw fear in her calls made him pause. He stepped outside. "Your dog missing?" he asked, his voice awkward but genuine. Sarah turned, surprised. "Yes. Mochi. He's old and sick, and I don't know how long he's been gone." Marcus didn't hesitate. "I'll help you look." Within minutes, they were walking the neighborhood together. Marcus knocked on the Johnsons' door, the couple who'd complained about Sarah's wind chimes. To everyone's surprise, they immediately joined the search, grabbing flashlights even though it was daytime. "We'll check the park," Mrs. Johnson said, squeezing Sarah's hand. Word spread quickly. The teenager who lived 3 houses down, Tyler, posted about Mochi on the neighborhood social media group, a group that usually only hosted arguments. Within the hour, nearly 30 people were combing the streets. Old Mr. Petrov, who rarely left his house after his wife passed, walked slowly down the sidewalk with his cane, checking under bushes. The Ramirez family split up to cover more ground. Even the grumpy couple from the corner house, known for their "keep off the grass" signs, were calling Mochi's name. 3 hours in, Sarah sat on a curb, fighting back tears. Marcus sat down beside her. "We'll find him," he said quietly. "I'm sorry we haven't talked. That whole fence thing seems pretty stupid now." Sarah gave him a watery smile. "I'm sorry too. I should have just knocked on your door." Just then, Tyler came running up, his phone in hand. Someone spotted a dog matching Mochi's description near the old elementary school. The crowd converged on the schoolyard. There, huddled under a slide, was Mochi, scared and disoriented. Sarah rushed forward, tears streaming down her face as she gathered her old friend into her arms. "Thank you," she whispered to the crowd gathering around. "Thank you all so much." But something unexpected happened. No one left. They stood there, neighbors who had avoided eye contact for years, and they started talking. Really talking. "We should have a neighborhood barbecue," Mrs. Johnson suggested. I could use help cleaning my gutters if anyone's free next weekend, Mr. Petrov added shyly. Marcus looked at Sarah. I'm actually pretty good at fixing gates. I could help make sure Mochi doesn't escape again. And I could teach your kids guitar, Sarah offered, remembering she'd seen Marcus's daughter carrying an instrument. I'd been giving lessons for years. Over the following weeks, Maple Street transformed. The barbecue happened. Then another one. Mr. Petrov's gutters got cleaned by a team of 6 volunteers. A neighborhood watch was formed, not to keep people out, but to watch out for each other. The social media group became a place for sharing recipes and organizing game nights instead of complaints. One evening, Sarah sat on her porch with Mochi beside her, watching neighbors chat in the street. Marcus walked over with 2 glasses of lemonade. Funny how it took losing something to help us find something better, he said, settling into the chair beside her. Sarah smiled, scratching Mochi's ears. Sometimes the things that scare us most are exactly what we need to bring us together. Down the street, children played while their parents talked. Laughter floated through the air. And on Maple Street, the walls had finally come down, all because one old dog reminded them that kindness and community were never truly lost, just waiting to be found again.